Race fans, how you doing? Episode 2 of Project FGX. Small little upgrade, but definitely very necessary for what's about to come. Just here at Diff Technics again with Stel, who is still of ST Performance. He's a jack of all trades and master of the electrical side, ladies and gentlemen. He's just completed a battery relocation for me into the boot, and just wanted to give you guys a couple of tips on if you were looking to do that. Best way to do it, safest way to do it. Here we go. Okay, Stel, we're back. It's been a while. He's a bit tired. It's a bit hot here.
Yes, very hot.
36 degrees here in beautiful Sydney. But still, this was a necessary upgrade because we're about to start the big upgrades.
Yep.
And we needed some room in the engine bay.
Yeah, it's a very good thing. Move the battery, obviously, out of the engine bay. Make way for the...
So look, Stel, one of the big questions is, there are some kits out there where they relocate the battery to the front or in the front bar. We discussed it, and you know my personal view on it, but what was your view on moving the battery from the front of the car and bringing it to the rear?
Well, just look, obviously they make those kits, move it underneath, behind the front bar. Other kits, they switch it over to the other side. We like to put it in the boot. It's a little bit neater, away from heat, gives a bit more room in the engine bay. It also looks a lot nicer.
And you can plan it out, yeah?
And you can, yeah, if you plan it out nice, it turns out really, really well.
It can turn out nice. Now, what I can tell everyone is, Stel's obviously had to get the wiring done because we weren't going to sit there filming Stel doing the wiring done, but give you a close-up view on some of the tricks that Stel did just to get it nice and neat and see what you guys think of it all. We're at the back now. Just wanted to show everyone, Stel, if you want to talk them through, what do we have here?
All right, now, what we've done is we've pretty much already done everything. We didn't want to make a 2-hour video
of a battery relocation,
pretty simple upgrade. Obviously the battery box is here, it's all bolted down into the body of the car. This is the original battery, we just moved it to the back. The battery cable is your negative and your positive. We've chosen to run the cable on the inside of the car. A lot of people do it underneath. I find it's a lot neater and easier to run it under the carpet. Just come through under here, under the back seat, and we'll go around and we'll show you where it runs through.
You can't really see anything there, and look,
it's all hidden, it's all neat. Yeah.
Those terminals look fantastic as well still, and you know, we're using some pretty good gear as well, good cable.
Always, yeah, it's always important.
I see you've wrapped it, there's heat treatments there, there's a huge earth that's underneath the car, going to the chassis rail as well.
Correct. Which
looks fantastic. I'll put a photo of that up, guys, right about now, and we'll move to the front of the car. So guys, we've just opened the back door, back seat's been removed, and you can see here, beautiful battery cable.
So the cable along here, it's insulated with conduit, and it's got protective insulation tape over it. It's a little bit overkill, but overkill's always good. So we've run it here under the side of the side panel here and through to the front.
So guys, as we move along to the front of the car, don't know if we'll grab it there from the shadow.
Cable here, it's a bit hard to see, but it's here under the carpet. We'll just
get in there. Still
I'll
jump in there.
The carpet up.
We'll grab the go.
All right, and as you can see, the cable comes here into the firewall. What we've done here is we've put a bulkhead in the firewall to go through to the engine bay. A little bit more common nowadays to see stuff like this, rather than just drilling it and putting a grommet. It's a bit safer, it's nicer, it's neater. So yeah, there you go.
Still, we're underneath the FGX at the moment. Why don't you tell us what's going on here?
All right, now we've obviously run you through the cable through inside the car. Now we are on the other side of the firewall. If you want to come through here, this is the other side of the firewall bulkhead, just up here. You can see that there.
See the insulated cable there, guys?
All right, so this is the bulkhead. This is obviously the cable that we've run through to the starter motor. Sorry, Sam.
You're all right.
All the insulated boots are on there for safety. You don't want it shorting out if anything touches it or whatnot.
And just so everyone knows, that red cable is actually a factory cable.
This is the factory one. This is our one that we've installed.
Yep.
And now we'll just go into the engine bay and show you what we've done.
Awesome work, Stel. So Stel, we're in the engine bay now. Obviously, we're just going to zoom in here, guys, so you guys can see. As you can see, there's a bit of a gap.
This is where the battery used to be. Now, I've removed the factory earth cables, no longer necessary. Just make sure that you've got good earth from the engine to the body. Okay, if you don't, sometimes the factory ones are a little bit crap, to be honest, so just make sure you've got good
Good earthing
connection there,
points.
You don't,
Yep.
want, you don't want resistance there, you'll get problems.
Right.
So that was all good. Now the original positive terminal, we've removed it and we've just put a joint here just to connect the wire that goes from the fuse box to the starter motor, the factory cable, as you can see here.
Beautiful. Good work.
Yeah, pretty straightforward, pretty simple.
So Stel, what's the story? How many hours do you would you take if you were smashing this out and it wasn't 36 degrees?
So, 9:30. Look, it's a bit time consuming. I mean, we smashed it, to be honest. We worked pretty fast. It's not my first battery relocation.
Yeah, I get you.
Look, I'd say anywhere 3. If you're cruising it, take your time, do it properly. You don't want to rush. 3 to 4 hours.
Yep.
Make sure all your crimp connections are good and everything. You don't want to have poor connections. You'll have problems.
And I just want everyone to see just how much neater the engine bay is, just without that one battery there. If you just have a look here, and that just gives us plenty of room to play with some stuff that's coming up.
Plenty of room for upgrades.
Absolutely. Still, want to say a big thank you to you and Con Diffs, mate, obviously for hanging back. We're on a tight schedule with this car to try and get it to some events, so mate, awesome work on the battery relocation. Guys, if you need to hit Stel up, just come to Diff Technics. He can do some of this work, but he's pretty booked out for the next year. So if you want to get some of this work done, you've got to get in quick. But you can contact him through Diff Technics or ST Performance on Facebook, yeah?
Facebook, yes.
Done. Thanks.
All right, thank you.
Bye.